We have a very entertaining program ahead of us. And we are starting with a song which is sung by two beautiful sisters of our Brahma Kumari Center. They are Akshata Agarwal and Rajni. I would request Akshata and Rajni to come on the stage for this beautiful song. The words of the song are, ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये मुश्किलें से कहो कि मेरा खुदा बड़ा है. Big hand for Akshata and Rajni. Please come.
ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी है, ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी है, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है. आती है आंधियाँ तो कर उनका खैर मकदम, आती है आंधियाँ तो कर उनका खैर मकदम, तूफान से ही तो लड़ने खुदा ने तुझे जड़ा है. ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी है, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है. अग्नि में तप के सोना है और भी निखरता, अग्नि में तप के सोना है और भी निखरता, दुर्गम को पार करके हिमालय कोई चढ़ा. लाएगी रंग मेहनत आखिर तुम्हारी एक दिन, लाएगी रंग मेहनत आखिर तुम्हारी एक दिन, होगा विशाल तरुवर वो बीज जो पड़ा है. ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी है, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है. वो सर्वशक्तियों से जब साथ है हमारे, वो सर्वशक्तियों से जब साथ है हमारे, हर काम उसके रहते हरगिज हुआ बड़ा है. कभी हारना ना, हिम्मत का कदम बढ़ाओ, कभी हारना ना, हिम्मत का कदम बढ़ाओ, हजारों कदम बढ़ाने वो सामने खड़ा है. ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी है, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshata Behan and Rajni Behan. Again, beautiful song sung by them. One big applause for them again, please. We will now follow The next item is a short play. It's a skit. And the skit is actually based on today's topic, emotional detox. As you know, our mind is constantly thinking. We need to be aware of the quality of thoughts at all times. Negative thinking can be very toxic and can affect our emotions as well as our physical and mental health. So this a short skit shows how emotional toxicity can affect your health. Live in peace and harmony, but may not be able to do so due to conflicting nature and expectations. Here is the skit.
This is Kohli household, and this is Dr. Raj Kohli, a leading cardiologist in the Bay Area. And this is his wife Rita. Dr. Kohli keeps a busy schedule and is not able to give much time and attention to his wife. Rita desperately seeks his attention. Today is their wedding anniversary. Let's see what happens.
Okay, Rita, I gotta go. I'm getting late.
Can you come home early today? Maybe we can go out for a movie and catch some dinner outside.
Why?
Do you know what date is today? What is so special?
What's so special today?
You don't remember what is so special about today?
Let me think. It's June the 3rd. So, what's so special?
You never remember anything.
Rita, no, not again. I'm really busy. I got 3 surgeries lined up. I gotta go.
You never have time for me.
Please, Rita, relax. Oh, hi, Anjali. How are you? Are you okay? Oh, okay. I'll be there in a few minutes. Hang in there. Good to hear from you. You're welcome.
Thank you, doctor.
I gotta go.
It's our wedding anniversary. I dressed up for him early morning in a sari, and he doesn't even have time to look at me. I wonder what's going on between him and that nurse.
Many times she assumes that Raj may be having an affair. Okay, so this is now the hospital, and by the way, in the waiting room, the lady that you see, she's Preeti. She's actually Rita's friend, and she has come here for a checkup. But she notices some funny things here. She sees a couple of doctors talking about. She doesn't know what.
Oh, wow. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's awesome. What's with this Preeti? Preeti,
Oh, hi.
how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
What are you doing here?
Just normal checkup. Nothing much.
How come you're reading this magazine upside down?
Oh, is it? Oh, I just picked up. Nothing much. Okay, I got to go. See you. See you around.
She's crazy. I don't know what's up with her. She's my wife's friend. She's kind of acting weird.
Rita is having a cup of tea, enjoying, but still worried.
Oh, hi, Preeti.
Hi,
What a pleasant
Rita.
surprise. What are you doing here?
Good to see
Come,
you.
join me. I was just relaxing. Come.
Good.
What's going on?
You know, I went to hospital today.
What happened?
Nothing to worry about. It was just a regular checkup.
Okay.
But you know, what did I see there?
What?
don't know if I should tell you or not.
Oh, please.
It's about Raj.
Tell me, what's going on?
I saw him, you know, like I'm your true friend. That's the reason I'm telling you. I came all the way to tell you this. I saw him cozying up with pretty nurses today.
Really? I always knew he's up to something.
Is it? What makes you think that?
You know, Preeti, it's our wedding anniversary. I dressed up for him, and he doesn't even bother to look at me. And then he gets a call from some nurse Anjali, and he goes, "Hi, Anjali."
Oh, Rita, everything will be fine.
Well, I'm going to find out tonight what's going on.
You better check out with men. And you know what? You look so pretty.
Thank
I don't
you.
know how come Raj did not notice you.
Thank you, thank you,
By the way, happy marriage anniversary.
thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Come soon.
As you have noticed, the gossip by Preeti actually made it worse for Rita. Some friend, that Preeti.
Hey, Rita, honey, how are you? I just remembered something. It's our wedding anniversary. Why did you tell me so? Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Listen, I've got some real exciting plan for tonight. We're gonna go out for a real nice, spicy action thriller movie, and we're gonna have dinner tonight together. Okay, honey? I'm coming home.
It seems that the movie has the same storyline as what's happening with Raj Kohli. In the movie also the hero breaks up with his wife and this really disturbs Rita. She is not enjoying the movie.
Relax, honey. We just came in. This is like an exciting scene. It's getting better here.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Raj, I'm really not feeling well. My chest is paining, and I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Are you okay? Okay, hold on. I'm going to give you something, okay?
Okay. Hurry up.
Okay, take this. Don't swallow it. Just keep it under your tongue for a few minutes, and you're going to be just fine. It's going to be all right, okay? Hang in there. Let's watch the movie now. How are you feeling now? That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. I love the scene.
Raj, we don't need to go home. I really feel good.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And the movie ends. Raj and Rita get up and they're coming out. Guess what happens next?
Honey, why don't you give me that tablet that I gave you?
Why?
Just hand it over to me. I want to tell you something.
Okay.
This was nothing else but my shirt button, you silly.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh, silly me. Oh my.
I knew I'm a
As-
psychology
as-
doctor too. Come on.
As you
Just be
witnessed,
fine.
Rita was just looking for some affection and attention from Raj. As she received it during the movie, that made her feel better. Most of our physical and mental ailments are psychosomatic. Negative thinking is toxic. and affects our emotions and physical health. Brothers and sisters, thank you very much for your patience. I hope you enjoyed the short skit, and we are very excited. Uh, this is a family of Brahma Kumaris, Silicon Valley Center, and we'll continue to give you quality entertainment like this. Thank you very much.
You know, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. Me and my wife were introduced to BK by a very dear and close friend who's actually here. His name is Ramesh Sood Bhai, and I cannot thank them enough. When I first started to attend the went to the BK Center and attended the Murlis. Murlis are discourses. I used to go every couple of weeks. But almost very quickly, and within 2 months, I noticed a big change in myself where I felt connected to my inner self and to Baba for the first time in my life. Once I experienced that, I only wanted to make more of it, and was just the beginning of my journey into BK. But that is my journey. I really encourage you to come to the BK Milpitas Silicon Valley Center and experience it for yourself. And don't you want to make it your journey? Think about it, and we welcome you. So now I would like to request Sister Kusum Behen to come on the stage. Sister Kusum, as you know, please come on the stage, and along with Sister Shivani. Please do come on the stage, and a very big hand for both of them. All of you know Sister Kusum and Sister Shivani. They don't need any introduction. And Sister Kusum has been a guiding star at the BK Milpitas Silicon Valley Center. And I would like to invite our guests. I would like to invite Mayor of San Ramon, where we are holding this Bill Clarkson. Please come on the stage. And Anurag Singh, please come. As you know, we are in San Ramon, and please join Sister Shivani there. And Bill said, if you are holding it here, I have to come. There is no way I won't come. So that's a big hand for him. Next, I would like to call the Mayor of Dublin, David Hubbard. He's also very closely associated. And Mr. Joe Johal, he's a community leader, very well known and very close to the Brahma Kumaris. Arun Goel, he's the council member of Dublin. And Ajay Bhaturia. Please join us. Mr. Ajay Bhaturia is a community leader and has been a very close family member of Brahma Kumaris. A big hand for all our distinguished guests. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. Please. I would now request Kusum Behen to introduce herself and talk about our Brahma Kumari's Silicon Valley Center. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Good morning. I'm very happy seeing vibrant audience here. Give yourself big applause. At last that day has come which we were waiting for 8 years. And today the day has come. Sister Shivani is here. World-renowned spiritual speaker, Sister Shivani. I would request everyone, let's welcome by standing, give a big applause, grand applause to her. Thank you, thank you. I should say, Sister Shivani is the living legend of 21st century. She graduated in electronic engineering by Pune University as a gold medalist. And then served 2 years as a lecturer in Pune-based engineering college. For last 25 years, she has been associated with BKs. After understanding each and every aspect of knowledge which taught by Brahma Kumaris, she started giving talk on very famous TV program called Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. I think all of you, or most of you, must have heard Awakening with Brahma Kumaris and saw Sister Shivani, right? So you all are awakened. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult to reach here by 11 a.m. on Sunday, because Saturday, I know what happens in Silicon Valley. Everybody, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, Sister Shivani, they remain very busy Saturday evening. I am opening some secret in the public. So today you are here is a very big thing. Why? Because of Sister Shivani. You woke up, dressed up, and came here is a very big thing. Other thing is, what I have noticed in Awakening with Brahma Kumaris, what you also may have noticed, in her words, there is a miraculous touch. Have you noticed? Give a big clapping, big hand. And that miraculous touch touched our heart in depth. Am I right? Yes. And registered here. Suppose something not very right I'm thinking, immediately I remember, no, it's okay. I turn my thoughts, no. So it means is registered here, right? So today we are very fortunate. Sister Shivani is in front of us. We are going to listen to her in person. 8 years we have been waiting. In 2014, she was honored with Women of Decade Achiever Award. By SHM's Ladies League for her excellence in empowering spiritual consciousness. She is a goodwill ambassador of World Psychiatry Association. I can say she is an ideal example of simple living, high thinking. 3 days I am watching how simple she is. I don't feel that we have a guests. 3 guests are here. 2 angels are from Mount Abu. Could you wave your hands, brothers? Prashant Bhai and Prabhu Bhai. Tirelessly they are serving. You know what time they had a breakfast? 10:30. So 3 of guests are here, but I don't feel anything. Shivani Ben is so simple. Today we are going to listen from her. I would request everyone, please imbibe something, because knowledge is not to be used only reading, listening, or feeling nice. Little bit we should imbibe. So knowledge is to experiment in our daily life. So Shivani Behan is going to give a talk today, emotional detox. I like to share one point about emotions. Actually, life is full of emotions. When we use emotions in right way, then we call it devotion. When we use in wrong way, then we call it commotion. Then we need detoxification. So now I would request Gautam Vishwas ji from State Bank of India to welcome Sister Shivani with flowers. And one personality, I'm seeing Praveen Sugulla Bhai. Please do come with Gautam Vishwas Bhai, please. Both have cooperated a lot in our today's event, please. He is from Radio Jindagi, State Bank of India. Yes, please.
People who become instrument for getting all of us together. And brother is the one who reached out to all of you through his radio channel, Radio Zindagi, and that's why we are here. So lots of blessings and gratitude to him for that.
Thank you, Shivani. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
Good morning. And Om Shanti. We were all enjoying the drama. You all like the drama? Yes? Did it look familiar? Didn't it look as if somebody had just picked up a scene out of our lives and put it there on stage? They looked so real that as if it's just a scene that's happening in one of our houses. And yet, when it's happening in our life, we can't laugh the way we were laughing today. You know? We couldn't be laughing. Why were we able to laugh today and we are not able to do that at home? Somebody else's drama, that's why. What else? What else is the reason we were able to laugh today, but this same scene can become a cause of a lot of pain, hurt, resentment, worry, anxiety, fear. What's the difference between today and if it was happening in our life? On the chair where you are sitting, you were watching the drama as a detached observer. You were not sucked into the drama. You could watch the drama as a detached observer, and you can see that how that wife was just creating doubts and a story out of nothing. Didn't we see that? But why were we able to see that? Because we were on that side. But the wife who was on this side couldn't see that. She couldn't see that. So you thought the drama was only to entertain you? No. It was there to teach us that in any scene of life, just go and sit on that side for 5 minutes. Can we do that at home? Can we do that at home? Yes? And when you were sitting on that side, you could see the thought process of the wife, you could see the thought process of the husband, you could see the thought process of the friend, and you could see what was happening. But if we are on the stage, we can only see our, and we just cannot see other people's perspective. And because we cannot see another person's perspective, their thought process, we get sucked into pain and we cannot understand them. And spirituality teaches us that in any scene of life, just go and sit as a detached observer. Don't get sucked into the scene. Sit like this and watch the scene and try and see every actor. And try and see what they are thinking and how they are behaving and what is the thought process that's going on there. And when you sit and see like this, you will be able to understand everybody's thought process and you will be able to see why they are doing what they are doing. So this scene has to get recorded here. That in any drama of life, where are we going to go and sit? Where are we going to go and sit? We're going to go and sit in the audience. And you know, when can we sit in the audience? That's the time for meditation. Which means just detach from that drama and just sit 2 minutes and say, okay, what is this person going through? What is this person going through? Why are they behaving like this? What is going on in their mind? Understand every actor. And when you're able to see the whole scene detached and then you come back into the scene, it's a completely different feeling. But if I'm in that scene, sucked in, then it is, I am right, what I am feeling is right, and everybody else is the cause of my pain. And if we see what the wife was going through, she was not even able to discriminate that the husband was actually right and her friend had not been very right by what she had done. है ना? दिखा? लेकिन in that scene, she would have made a wrong decision. She trusted the one whom should have taken care of, and she was doubting the one whom she should have trusted. कितनी बड़ी गलती हो जाएगी? हो जाएगी या नहीं हो जाएगी? हो जाएगी. Why? Because she was standing this side. She didn't see the scene from that side. So spirituality gives us the power to withdraw from this scene for 2 minutes, see the scene in the complete perspective, and then come back into the scene. Because from the stage, we cannot see the scene in the complete perspective. But from that side, we can see it in the complete perspective and then take the right decision. So take a minute of silence and just look at any scene which is happening in your life. But today look at it not as one of the actors of that life drama scene, but as an audience. As an audience. Detach from what is going on in this scene stand out and look at every actor in that scene and say, what are they going through which is making them do what they are doing? Can you do that now? Yes? Possible? Easy? Come, let's try. Close your eyes if you want. And just bring on the screen of your mind any scene of your life drama which is not creating a very comfortable energy. Most of the scenes are very beautiful in our life, but once in a while, something which doesn't create a very comfortable feeling. We are not happy with that scene. Let's bring that scene and all the actors involved in that scene. Don't look at them as family, colleagues. Just look at them as actors in that scene. Detached observer. See each one of them. Now get into their mind and say, what are they going through which is making them do what they are doing? What's their pain? Are they going through doubt? Are they going through insecurity? What's making them behave this way? What's their pain? Are they going through lack of attention, low self-esteem, not feeling good about themselves, need appreciation to feel nice? What is their vacuum? And now look at yourself as one of that actors of that scene. Don't get into the scene. Sit on the audience chair and look at yourself as one of those actors. And pinpoint what is my emotion in this scene. What am I going through? What's the benefit if once in a while we do this 1-2 minute exercise? What would be the benefit? We can understand the situation. What else? It clears our mind. What else? Hanji? It stops us from reacting. Why does it stop you from reacting? You're able to understand you're able to understand the cause and the effect, Hanji. You're able to make a wiser decision for your life. What else? Help us to choose the right response. And anything else, Hanji? Get up, bolo, answer.
Make sure that everyone is happy in the situation.
उठ के बोलो. Hanji, ab bolo.
Make sure that everyone is happy in the situation.
You were able to see that? And were you able to see how you're going to do that? And what you're going to do for that? What are you going to do to make everyone happy?
I'm going to do what the other person wants and balance it out in a way to make both of us happy.
Did you hear what he said? I'm going to see and take care of what the other person wants and balance it so that everyone is happy. How old are you, bacha? How old are you? You're just 10. Namaste. Spirituality is so simple. And we at the age of 40, 50, 60 say, it's so difficult. It's so simple, no? It's so simple. Now just imagine a 10-year-old child starts doing this from this age in life. He won't have to come for emotional detox when he's 40, 50. Because right from this age, he will not accumulate any toxin here. Isn't it simple? It's simple. But when will children be able to do it? When will children be able to do it? If their parents are on that journey. Just 2 days back, I met a young mother, and while she was sitting on the chair next to me, she said, "Batao na main apne bachon ke liye kya karu?" I said, "Aap aa jao pehle." And I said, "You come first, you know." She said, "वो तो ठीक है, but मैं बच्चों के लिए क्या करूँ?" And I said, "बच्चों के लिए आ जाओ." Somewhere we feel it's the children who should be able to do it, not seeing the connection that a child will be able to imbibe something only if their parents are living that and radiating that. There are a lot of parents who would come to the center and say, "Here's my child, please teach them how to meditate." Yeah. You meditate, radiate those pure vibrations in the house, and you never ever have to ask your child to do it, because the child is automatically just going to follow what the parent is doing. And even if the child doesn't follow, at least they're getting the ready-made vibrations being sent by the parent into the house. Nutrition. So you cook for them, and they just have to eat and get healthy. So who has to do the meditation, parent or the child? Parents. And that's the best gift we can give our children. When we were watching that scene, what all emotions came into play in the scene? What all emotions did you notice in the scene? One was doubt, yes. What else? Hurt, very good. 2, 3? Hatred. Hatred किसके पास थी वहाँ? Hatred नहीं थी. Anger, yes. Anger. Misunderstanding, very good. What? Possessiveness, okay, very good. Insecurity, hurt, doubt, possessiveness, anger. Anything else? Expectation. Anything else? Fear of losing control. Fear of losing control. हाँ मेरी बात नहीं मानते. Yes, fear of losing control. What else? Hanji? The husband was irritated with the wife, so he was also not understanding her. So irritation, anything. Communication. Where was the communication problem? Very good. She was not expressing what was on her mind to him. Very good. Anything? Not paying attention. Very good. One button he gave her and she was happy after that. So it doesn't take much to make people happy. But we even forget to do that much. So we are taking people for granted. Anything else? Lack of listening. Yes. Anything else? You're missing out on one important character of the play. You're missing out on one of the important characters of that play. Huh? Gossip. You missed out such an important character. She took the play to a completely different direction after that. She could have played another role by coming there and saying, you know what? तुम ऐसे ही डाउट कर रहे हो, वो तो बिल्कुल ठीक है वहाँ पर. If she had said that, the drama would have gone in a different direction. But if she came and said, you know what I saw? Drama went in another direction. So her role was the pivotal role of where to take the drama after that. And we have lots of friends. We have lots of friends. Family. They're wonderful people. They care for us. Even that friend cared for her friend. She's come there with a very pure intention. She's not come there to create a misunderstanding. But her sanskar, her perspective of doubt, added to the doubt which was already there in the wife's mind. So when something like that happens, the person doesn't turn out to be a friend. And now it's not about friend. This person could be your parent. This person could be your sister. It's not about which relationship label they are under. It's about what's their sanskar through which they are giving you the piece of information. And in times where many of us are going through one of these illnesses, which you all came up with this whole list of emotional illnesses, if the person sharing information with us is going through any of these emotional illnesses, then the information being shared will get colored with that emotion. And we will suck in the information as it is, and destiny will change. That drama scene could have gone to a divorce with one piece of information. Why I'm sharing this? I see this happening in real life dramas. Real life dramas. There was a couple who came to the center almost on the verge of a separation. And they wanted to make it work, but the two side families insisted that they should not live together. And they said, no, she's not right for them. And the other side said, no, he's not right for her. My daughter is very special. She deserves something better than this person. And the most important relationship, parent. Love, care, but sanskar, which was not right that time. And those two set of parents, both the sides, were actually becoming instrumental for that couple moving away. Intentions pure. Intentions very pure. Parent would never want anything wrong for a child, but the filter of an emotional illness was making them radiate a wrong piece of information. This couple, we finally came to a decision, leave the country. Just leave, because he just got a job offer. He said, should I go, should I? I said, don't even think twice. Pack your bag tomorrow, go. They went. Things going very well. So I asked them, Abhi sab theek hai? Nothing happening? He said, no, they're very sweet. He said, hota hai kabhi kabhi kuch kuch. We do have our once in a while. But you know what? Because we don't have anyone over there, so next morning we have to sit together and have our coffee. But earlier, both of us would go to our parents, and then more and more sanskars would get added to that, and it would get entangled. After 1 year, they come for a 1-week holiday. I know it may sound very exaggerated, but it's true that on the 4th day of the holiday, they were again contemplating a separation. No, honestly, I'm telling you. This is how far it has an impact. This is how much it is. Destiny can change. Be very careful. The ones who are giving us the information, the advice, our family, our friends, they love us, they care for us, but we don't know which emotional illness they could be going through. They could be going through insecurity, they could be going through worry, they could be going through anxiety. And then when information comes through one of those sanskars, that information is not healthy for us because the information has come with the emotional infection of that disease. A young lady comes to me, her husband had gone through something like this. And I said, forgive, move on, get back to happy family. It's okay. Treat it like one episode came into life, gone, finished. She said, but all my friends are saying, how can you forgive your husband after he's done this? You should not forgive him. It's very easy to sit out there in the office and give advice like that. Are you going to take responsibility of their children? Are you going to take responsibility of your friend after that? It's so easy to sit back and say, you should not trust your husband after he has done something like this. Be very careful. Don't give advice to people. It could change their destiny. And if it changes their destiny, you've become a part of that karmic account. Never ever. Because, why? When we give advice according to our capacity and our sanskar. So suppose you have a sanskar of not forgiving a person who's done something like this, you will give an advice, don't forgive. Suppose that woman has the power to forgive. She has the power to change her family 360 degrees and get back to a very happy family. She has the power. I may not have the power, but she has that power. But because I give advice, and I say, no, you should not, I become instrumental in playing with the destiny of 4 people of that family. And we feel very nice when people come to us for advice. This is a very subtle feeling of power. मेरे से पूछ के लोग सब कुछ करते हैं. Yes. And that's why we get into this practice. कि within 3 minutes we're giving them advice of बड़े-बड़े decisions of life. अपने जीवन में वो problem आती है तो कितने दिन, कितने महीने decision नहीं ले सकते. Right or wrong? Let a similar scene come to your life and it will take you months to take a decision. Even then you'll go to somebody else for asking for the decision. But when somebody else comes to you, you'll say, इसमें क्या है? बोलते हैं कि नहीं बोलते? इसमें क्या है? छोड़ दो उसको. Don't live with him. Finished. Very risky. Very risky. We have no idea what's the sanskar, the capacity of the other person. And this other person is not just a colleague in office. This other person could be your child. Your daughter comes to you and say, my husband is doing this, my mother-in-law is doing this, and parents are ready there for advice. No. If we want to give an advice, the advice only has to be what you have to do to make things better. That's the only piece of advice that can be given. That's it. The advice cannot be that, oh, chhod do. Oh, koi baat nahi. Yeah, the advice also cannot be, bichari meri beti. Don't make her like a victim, that poor you are having to suffer so much in that house. I should have taken more care before I fixed up this role. Making her feel like a victim, endorsing her pain, telling her you are right that you are feeling so much pain, and then tell her now you go and live with them. Is that fair? Is that fair? You're making her feel she's right in what she is feeling and then saying, now you go and live with them. Makes things very complicated. Makes things very complicated. The soul who is in that scene has to face that scene. It's like if you give me an advice, every morning you should walk for 45 minutes. It's very good for health. Is your advice good? Is your advice good? Yes. Anybody will say, very good advice. So you say, get up tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, go for a 45 minutes walk. In fact, don't walk, jog. That's better for you. Very good advice. Given by someone who's able to do that 45-minute jog. So for them, that advice is absolutely natural, it's right, they love me, and so they're giving it to me with the purest intention. But without checking whether I have the capacity to walk or run for 45 minutes. Advice is not applicable unless you have checked my capacity to be able to implement that advice. And then, when I try to implement your advice, I'm going to collapse. So the advice was for my good, but it turned out to be wrong for me, because you gave the advice according to your personality. If you want to give me advice, you'll have to give it according to my capacity. And that's why it's better to just say to them, if I was in your place, I would have done this, but you should do what you feel is right for you. We're going through times where people want someone else to take the decision for them. We get phone calls to even ask such things as, what do you think? Should I live with my husband or should I divorce? I said, all right. Because they don't want to take the personal responsibility of taking that decision. And they're in a very state of confusion. So they feel if somebody else takes my decision for me, quickly I'll get sorted out. Because I've been in that transition stage for months, I'm not being able to take that decision. And they want someone to give them that decision, which actually they already know what they want. So if you say to them, no, it's good to continue living together. How can I live together? Ye hai, wo hai, wo hai, wo hai, wo hai. So they only want someone else to say it to them so that it says, okay, you're right? I should move away, Take it, tomorrow, done. Don't be a part of this, ever. Even if they keep saying it to you 100 times, what do you think I should do? What do you think I should? Don't know. We don't know. It's your karmic account. And you have to take the decision, because when you take the decision, you have to implement that decision for the rest of your life. There are people who will hold you responsible for the rest of their life if you give them a decision today. And you have suddenly got entangled with negative energy, because deep down here, for the next 20 years, they're going to say, she told me this, that's why I did this. Now see, ye problem, ye problem. Never. Never. When people around us are going through a state of emotional vulnerability, give them the support to silence their mind. Give them a lot of love and care. Say, I'm going to be with you throughout this, but decision you have to take. I will not give the decision. I will not even say anything, because you know everything which is right and wrong. Sit, prepare your pros and cons, decision you have to take. For everything else, we are with you. We are with you. What we do with that is help them to come out of that emotional confusion, silence their mind with a lot of love and support, and then take a decision which is right for their karmic account. Because when they take the decision, then they are responsible for that decision for a lifetime. Because any decision, whether that girl who comes home says, should I live with my husband? There are going to be things to handle even in that. If she says, should I get divorced? Then there are going to be things even to do in that. Either ways, there are going to be things to manage. Either ways, none of them is the smooth road. Both has something, because if she's contemplating something, then there are issues in the relationship. So it's not going to be easy even if she lives with him immediately. She has a lot of inner work to do. So either ways, there will be some work to do. But she'll be able to do that only if the decision was hers. Otherwise, she'll start walking the path and keep calling you after every 5 days and say, "Aapne bola tha wo karo, but pata hai kitna mushkil hai." And so morally, the soul does not take personal responsibility of their decision. Personal responsibility gives power to implement the decision. And right now, because people are going through a little emotional turbulence, we cannot take their decisions for them. Because that decision may be easy for you because you are in an emotionally stable state right now. But that same decision will become difficult for the other person. So what's our role as family and friends for them? We can't say, "Okay, go away, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to tell you anything." No. So what's our role as family and friends? Listen. Don't listen too much also. I'll tell you what will happen by listening. If you allow somebody to go on with that negative story for very long, it's like there's a wound, and every time I meet you, we sit together and we go, "And you know what happened, and you know what he did, and then you know what she said." We are rubbing that wound again and again and again. And when a person gets someone who is ready to listen, that person goes on and on and on talking that negative conversation. Now, we think we are helping them by listening to it, but the more they are going to do that negative conversation, what's it going to do to the soul power? It's going to deplete soul power. And if it depletes soul power, how will they face that situation? How will they face that situation? So listen, thoda sa. Don't allow them to go on talking that negative. "And you know what happened. And you know what they did." And most important, when you're listening, why decisions go wrong? Because you were listening only to one actor of that scene. If you had listened only to this wife, you would have got a completely different picture of the drama. And you would have said, "Bichari wife, this is how her husband treats her." So we'll take both of them, the husband and wife, to this half of the room, we'll tell them to listen to the wife. And this half of the room, we're going to tell them to listen to the husband. And after that, we leave all of you to decide who is right. What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? This side of the room is going to be 100% convinced that "Bichari wife, so much pain, what a victim." And this side of the room is going to say, "Bichara husband, what kind of a wife she's got." Hota hai ya nahi hota hai? Why? Because both sides are listening to only never, ever, never, ever. So if someone comes up to you and says, "You know what, this, tell them, "We'll talk if both of you are together." Don't even waste 2 minutes listening to one person, because even those 2 minutes are waste of time and energy. We say, "Come together, we'll talk together." They'll say, no, I want to talk separately." I said, "No, waste of time and energy, because we're not able to listen to the other perspective." And when they two sit together to talk, all that they have to do is to be able to see the other perspective. So the role of family and friends is, if the wife comes to you, you listen to her for 1 minute, remaining 15 minutes show her the husband's perspective. And when the husband comes to you, so these are the two set of parents. When the husband comes to you, don't listen, victim, victim, victim. Show them the side, the perspective of the wife, because you are sitting as a detached observer. But for that, we will have to be emotionally. For that, we will have to be emotionally. Because the wife who comes to you could be your daughter. And when the daughter comes to you crying, you get so much sucked into her pain that you cannot see the other perspective. So, to give her the right advice, to help her to heal her relationship, this could be a husband, wife, this could be your 5-year-old child at school hit by another friend. Don't get sucked into emotional dramas like this. Be detached. Detached means not sucked into the negative energy. Be here so that you can help them to see the other side. And that's the best gift you can give them. Because that can heal relationships. That can heal relationships when you help your family and friends to be able to understand the perspective and the thought process of the other person in that conflict. But that requires us to be emotionally detached. A lot of people have a fear and apprehension about spirituality. They'll say, it makes you detached from family. It's because we never understood what is detachment. We thought detachment means it makes you go away from family. Detachment only means emotionally you are able to be out of the scene and are able to see the thought process of everybody in the scene and are thereby able to radiate unconditional love and acceptance to the daughter and also to the daughter and also to the son-in-law, also to the family of the son-in-law, because you're so detached. But if you are emotionally attached to your daughter, along with her, there was one person sending negative thoughts to the other family, now she's got 2 more people with her sending them there. Because we were not detached. We were so emotionally attached to her. So what is the meaning of being emotionally attached? Your emotion becomes my emotion. When 2 children are born physically attached, what happens? They have to sit together, stand together, sleep together, walk together. They can do nothing separately because they're physically attached. Comfortable life? Comfortable life? Attachment is good? Attachment is natural? They are family. Obviously, I'll be attached to my children. Then why the surgery? Why the surgery to separate them? Because it's not comfortable. Now, 2 minds attached. What will happen? When 2 minds are attached, what will happen? What will happen when 2 minds are attached? One will be hurt, the other one will also be hurt. One will be angry, the other one will also get upset. Surgery. You ready to go in for a surgery? Are you ready to go in for a surgery? Which means one is upset and the other is stable. One is angry and the other one is peaceful. Which one is more comfortable? Which one is more comfortable? Detached. Because when one is detached from the other's emotions, the one who is detached is able to heal the others in the family. It's like a family of 4 walking on the road, and there's a pit, and one of them missed it and slipped in. What happens to the other 3? They say, we are family. We love each other. So what will happen when one falls? What happens when one falls? We all jump in together. Together we will fall. And that's why we say, if one is sad, how can we be happy? If my child is upset, how can I be happy? And actually, what does your child need that time? Only a family who is happy so that he is able to come out of the pain. But the family believes, how can we be happy when our child is upset? It is at that time when you have to be the most happy because your happiness is their healing. But that will happen when we are emotionally detached. And for that, we need inner power. inner power, where we don't get sucked in, where we are able to remain at the vibration, the frequency where we are, where we are. So are you ready to go in for a surgery? Are you ready to go in for that surgery? That surgery is the need of the hour today in every family. Last year, WHO said, on an average, almost one in every family has experienced sometime in their life a symptom of depression, 1 in 4. Now, when they say 1 in 4, it becomes 1 in a family on an average. But the risky part is not the 1 in 4. The risky part is because of that one, the other 3 are also upset. So it becomes 4 out of 4. And that's when the pain escalates many, many times. Many, many times. And then parents come to us and say, हमारे बच्चे को depression है. So we say, आप खुश रहो घर के अंदर. You have to create a very lively, very vibrant, very happy environment. And they look at us and say, what ruthless people. Yeah, they actually look at us and say, how ruthless can you be? You want us to be happy when our child has depression? No. And so, then it does not remain as 1 in 4. Then it becomes 4 unhappy people on an average in every family. And that's when the vibration of the world starts going really, really, really low. If we want to finish depression and we want to eradicate it, we only need the remaining 3 to be emotionally detached from that one. And to create a powerful, pure, happy environment at home to bring them out of it. And that's why spiritual power and meditation becomes a necessity. No more a choice. No more something, oh, I'm interested or I'm not interested. No more a choice. Now it's mandatory. Mandatory because we need at least one powerful soul in every family. Now you have to ask yourself whether you're ready to become that one for your family. Which means 4 on the road, 3 fell into the pit, we need only 1 outside. We don't even need 3 outside. We need only 1 outside. That 1 is enough. That 1 will bring all the other 3 out. Now we have to ask ourselves, am I ready to be that 1 for my family? Who's ready to invest 30 minutes on themselves every day to keep their emotional intelligence very, very high so that even if there is a situation in life, at home, in family, at work, they are there, outside the pit. And just by being there, they have to do nothing. Just by being there, what will happen? When a low frequency comes in the company of a higher frequency, what will happen? Remember we used to do in that school with the tuning fork? Tuck, tuck. What happens? What happens to the lower frequency? That also starts vibrating at a higher frequency. So we need 1 in every family vibrating at a higher frequency. You ready to be that one? Are you ready to be that one? Each one of us puts in a lot of effort to give our family financial comforts, physical comforts, social comforts. Now is the need to give them the emotional comfort. They are all going through chota bada bimariya. The whole list jo nikal ke aayi hai aaj. And if we go on with the list, we're going to come up with a lot more emotional illnesses. And these are there at home today. These are there even in little children today. And we need 1 healer in every family to eradicate depression. And we need to be that one person. Does our state of mind depend on situations and people around us? Does our state of mind depend on people and situations around us? Just look at yourself here. Here is the mind. It's going to create thoughts. These thoughts which get created here, are they dependent on what's happening around us? Yeah, we have a very 10-year-old profound soul sitting in our gathering today. It shouldn't be? See, it shouldn't be, but sometimes they are. Have you come across a more wiser and profound person, child? Yes. See? He's a practical proof. You know why he's being able to answer all this? Why? Parents are not being able to answer, but why is he being able to answer? Past life wisdom. There are a lot of past life wise souls. Wisdom is not dependent on the age of the body. Wisdom is dependent on the sanskar of the soul. Similarly, emotional illnesses are not dependent on the age of the body. Sometimes we have young children who say, how can my parent do this? It's my parent who should be taking care of me. It's my parent who should be doing this. It's my parent who should be nurturing. Not parent, soul in a body. Not dependent on age of the body. Not dependent on relationship with me. All dependent on sanskar of the soul. Is our state of mind and thought process dependent on situations and people around us? Okay, simple situation. Do you have traffic jams in your city? You do? It's a situation. So you are driving to the airport or you're driving for a very important meeting and there you are stuck. Situation of life. Getting irritated or worried is normal? Is normal? Depends on the what I feel here depends on the Is it possible that I'm stuck on the road and I'm peaceful and relaxed? Even if I have to go to the airport and even if it's almost time, is it possible to be relaxed and peaceful? Yes or no? If you laugh like this when you're stuck that day on the road, is it possible to laugh like this and say, "Chal, koi baat nahi, next flight"? Possible or not possible? Is my thought process dependent on the situation in my life? It's not whether we do it or not. We just need to know the equation of life. Is the thought process dependent on the situation of life? Okay, opinion poll. How many say yes, dependent on situation? How many say no? What do everybody else say? Over 50 hands for yes, 50 hands for no. And it's supposed to be a hall of 1,300, so what does everybody else say? How many say not sure? वो भी नहीं है. अरे, there has to be some option. Okay, stuck. Hanji? It depends on? It depends on? So it depends on the mind. It doesn't depend on the trap. Not if and if not. Is my thought dependent on the situation? It's a yes or it's a no. No ifs, if nots, nothing. Stuck in a traffic jam, irritation is normal. Yes or no? Okay. You got ready on the day of your anniversary, wearing a pretty purple sari, and your spouse, or the either way around, forgot that it was your anniversary. Getting hurt is normal. Yes or no? Yes. So which means what I am feeling is dependent on, and when I start living my life like this, then I've become a very emotionally dependent soul. In a world where everyone's talking of independence, freedom, liberation, independence, we are actually extremely dependent right now. Everything that I'm feeling here, good or bad, is dependent on what's happening outside, right or wrong. So if the scene is right for me, I'm happy. It's not about whether the scene is right, it's whether the scene is right for me. Was it possible for that wife to be normal and happy if the husband forgot the anniversary? Was it really possible? Is there an option only, we are talking about only that, is there an option to say, ठीक है ना, इतना काम है, किसको याद रहता है 20 साल बाद वो 3rd of June? Is it possible also to create that thought? Yes? Yes? Instead of getting hurt and saying, how can he not remember? मेरी कोई value ही नहीं है. Could it just be as simple as, you know what, you forgot, today's 3rd of June, our anniversary. Is it possible? Is that an option? And how many of us can execute that option? Are, you said yes, and then you're not even raising your hand that you can execute that option. We want to be happy. We want to be happy. We want to have beautiful relationships. We want our family to be happy. So then which option should we be using every time? Which option would be using every time? When we say there are two options for what that wife should have felt, she could either get hurt or she could be fine, which means the mind had options. Right? Hai? Mind has options. But had we been in that scene, we would have said, my husband does not remember the anniversary. Obviously, I will get hurt. When we use the word, obviously I will get hurt, I'm saying I had no other option. It's like the button was pressed, obviously the mic will switch off. And if the button was pressed again, which means when he gave her the button, obviously she'll be happy. And so people are just giving us buttons to make us happy today. Honestly, that was the most important learning from that scene of the drama. People can just manipulate our emotions. People know what to say for us to go down, and people know what to do for us to come up. People are manipulating our emotional dependency. Why? Because we're allowing them to do that. We're allowing them to do that. So now, getting hurt was obvious, or getting hurt was an option? Very good. And which means, in every scene of life, there is no obvious emotion. If there was an obvious emotion, which means, let's look at this mic. For this mic, this side is on and this side is off. Obvious. And which means, any one of you can come and try, it's going to happen the same way. And which means, try it at any time of the year, it's still going to happen the same way. So anyone, anytime try it and it's going to be on or off. Obvious. Any of our emotions are obvious? Obvious? No, because we are not machines. The difference between a machine and a human being. Machine has obvious responses. Human being has options to responses. The other day I was at a corporate conference and they had that robot come in. And everybody was very happy seeing the robot. And the person on the stage said, "Good morning, Mitra." And Mitra said, "Good morning." Mitra had no other option to reply in any other way. He was programmed to do that. And people were so happy and they said, life will become so comfortable when we work with these kind of robots instead of people. And he was telling us how in the next few years, 30% of the people will not have jobs because they will be replaced by these people, robots. I said, good. So when you work for 10 hours with this robot who says, good morning, good evening, when you go back home to your spouse, you'll expect the same. You would have forgotten how to work with a human being. You will lose your power to adjust, to adapt to different sanskars. Then you will need to have a robot at home also. So don't look at it as a very interesting option where we are heading towards in the future. So the difference between that robot and us is they have programmed responses. And come what may, let anyone come and say good morning, or let anyone come and curse them, they will say good morning, sir, the same way. That's a machine. Human being, options. So for no emotion of yours should you say, obviously I will feel this way. Obviously I'll get angry. Obviously I'll feel bad. Obviously I'll be irritated. Obvious, no, it's not obvious. Every time I have to say to myself, I have an option. Now, the husband forgot the anniversary. Options. 1, hurt. Option 2, remind. Option 3. Forgive. तो forgive करने के लिए तो पहले hurt होना पड़ेगा ना. Hurt होंगे तब तो forgive करेंगे. अच्छा, तो भी forgive. 3rd option. 4th option. Surprise him. Very good. 5th option. 5th option. She should have. He says 5th option, she should also forget the date. You all preferred this option? Life will be laughter and fun like this if we all create our options. But we used that, obviously I will get hurt. And friends will also come and say, obviously you will get hurt, your husband forgot your anniversary. So friends are the ones who come and give us these options which makes us laugh, which makes us let go of our hurt, our anger, and makes us laugh at the futility of our emotions that we are holding on to. So in any scene of life, today meditation will give us the experience to pause and start selecting the options. So anytime you're feeling a little low, don't use the word obvious. Just sit back for 10 seconds and say, what are my options? And if you're not finding the option, go to a friend who is able to give you options. Don't go to a friend who endorses your pain. No, because that's not what we need that time. We don't need to meet another emotionally ill patient. We need to meet a healer. Yeah, that healer could be a stranger on the road. And the emotionally ill patient could be my parent. Which means if I go and share my hurt and go and tell my mother, you know what, my husband forgot the anniversary, she'll create more hurt than me. And she will say, my God, 20 years my daughter has given to this family. She left her job only to look after him and his children. Even the daughter had not thought of all these lines. The mother thinks of more of those lines. So you have to take care where you go. So if you're vibrating at 50, don't go to someone who's going to vibrate at 20 in that scene. You'll have to go to someone who's vibrating at 80 and says, okay, come out, pull out. What are you getting so melodramatic about this small thing? Yeah? Anniversary is sort of, itni kya badi baat hai uske andar? And then that person will tell you, you know what, last year he did this for your anniversary. Us din usne ye kiya, usne. And suddenly you'll start feeling, yes, my husband loves me. We just need that assurance that time. So we need options. No emotion is obvious. You walked into this room. You were about to go up to a friend and say hello to her. Meeting her after months. They saw you from that side. You were walking up to them and they just turned and went and sat there. Scene. Very small scene. Response. Option. Option. Follow them. Very good. Very good. So you're going to walk up to them to say hello. And they saw you coming from there, she took the door and went out. Options of emotions. Let go. 2. Option. What's the benefit of the doubt? They may not have seen you. Option. Acceptance. 3. Option. It's their choice. What's their choice? Whether they want to talk to me or no, it's their choice. Yeah, good. 5. Option. They may be having a bad day today. Still go and hug them. 6. So many options. But we are being able to see those options sitting here today. And now just ask yourself, had I been in that scene, what would have I done? Had I been in that scene, what would have been my response? Called up another friend. Why would you call up another friend? What would you say to her or him? No, you would have said, do you know what she did? And then that friend would have said, oh, hey, aisi chhod de usko. And we need somebody to endorse that time that she's wrong, you are right, be happy. And when we do that, we allow ourselves to keep creating that same obvious emotion repeatedly. And same emotion means same destiny. How many of us can walk up to that person who's ignoring us? Not just ignoring us, maybe have not been very right to us. And someone who's been extremely, extremely wrong to us. And then go back to them and be very nice to them, not just in words and behavior, but in here. कर सकते हैं? कर सकते हैं? कर सकते हैं? करना चाहिए क्या? करना चाहिए क्या? क्यों करना चाहिए? For our happiness. Why will it give us happiness to go and be nice to people who are not nice to us? Why will that make us happy? These are the most important people in our life. We keep thanking all the people who've been nice to us. Go and thank people who've not been nice to us, because they are the ones who helped us to increase our emotional stamina. Yes. Had they not come, and had they not done what they did, our ego would still be where it is. They come and they help us to increase our resilience, our tolerance power, our power to adjust, our power to adapt, our power to be flexible, our power to bend. Our power to bend. Just now, just before coming into this program, I went with my huge suitcase into the room, and then the brother who came with me, I said, leave it. Don't pick it up and keep it there. It's too heavy. He said, it's okay. I said, it's too heavy. Don't lift it. He said, मैं रोज workout क्यों करता हूँ? And he just picked it up with so much dignity, and I was looking at him. Daily workout helped when there was a situation in life. He could just pick it up like this. This can be a situation of my life, where my daily emotional workout makes me feel that the situation was nothing. This is what spirituality and meditation does. You do your emotional workout daily, and so when a situation comes, there is no reaction, there is no feeling insulted, there is no feeling hurt, there is no getting angry, and people around you will say, "आप ठीक हो? आपको बुरा नहीं लग रहा?" And you'll say, हम meditation रोज क्यों करते हैं? इसीलिए तो करते हैं कि ताकि when some scene in life is there, and we're going to be able to cross it with dignity, which means building our emotional stamina daily. So 2 things now. One, situation and my state of mind is not connected. If someone's not been nice to me, I have lot of options. There is no such thing as obviously I'll feel bad, obviously I'll hurt, obviously I'll get angry, obviously I'll not talk to them if they've not talked to me properly. Nothing. Use the option which is right for, because once I have 5, 6 options, now I have to choose one of the options. So choose the option which is right for. Use the option which is right for. Use the option which increases your emotional intelligence, which means which increases your emotional stamina, which means which increases your spiritual power. There's a battery here. There's a battery here. Every time where you're choosing an option, choose an option which will charge this battery. Hurt, anxiety, fear, and the list discharges this battery. Let go, don't hold on to it, and just go and be your nice, normal self, charges the battery. We are not doing it for their good. We are not doing it as a favor to them. We are not doing it to show the world I'm such a nice person, I'm able to go and be nice to people who are not nice to me. We're not doing it for anyone. We're doing it only for ourselves. Because what happens then? When I bend the first time, it hurts. Imagine trying to bend after many, many years of not having bent. It's going to hurt everywhere. And after that, we'll keep thinking, मुझे जाके बात करनी चाहिए थी क्या उससे? होता है कि नहीं? Even after being nice, we question our being nice. And also we'll have people around us and say, you shouldn't have gone and spoken to them when after they did what they did. So even they let us doubt our goodness. So it will hurt the first time. It will hurt the second time. It will hurt the 5th time. After that, you won't even know that you bent. You won't even know that you bent, because bending will then become a natural part of living. There will be no such word as forgiveness. Because जब hurt ही नहीं हुआ तो forgive किसको करना है? Why? Because we don't know how to think wrong in any scene. We will reach that stage. Do you think it's possible to reach that stage? Do you think it's possible to reach that stage where we will create the right response in every scene? Possible to create that stage where we not let go just someone who ignored us and walked away, where we let go anyone who cheated us, even if that person was a member of family. And we're able to say, okay, this was one episode of life, pack up, delete, back to normal life. It can change destiny. Do you think it's possible to do that? Think it's possible to do that? Very easy. For that, what do I have to do? I just have to bend once or twice every day. So these people who come into our lives, which give us the chance to bend, thank them more than the people who are nice to you. आप आए तो हम झुके तो हमारा अहंकार घटा, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Really gratitude for the difficult scenes in life, because it's the difficult scenes which show us our own inner potential. If everyone's being nice to me and I'm being nice to them, I'm not using inner power. I'm not using the power to adjust, the power to cooperate. I'm not using my potential to be able to radiate blessings to the ones who've really pulled me down and thrown me in the dump. And when I do that, I realize I have so much power. So gratitude to them. So one, situation does not affect my thoughts. My thoughts are created by Created by? Stuck in a traffic jam, the thought that I'm creating is created by? Created by me. Every point of time we have to say, it's not I'm irritated because of the traffic. No. Traffic is a situation, I am creating the irritation. Are there any irritating people in your life? Do you have any irritating people in your life? Yes? Yes? I meet a lot of doctors and they say, we have such irritating patients. Because they create irritation, instead of saying, I create irritation, we say they are irritating people. The same person and the same behavior, are they able to create the same irritation in everybody else? No. So who is the irritated person? Me, not the irritating people. But when I say they are irritating, I don't need to do any work on myself because I say they are irritating. So who's the one who needs to change? They. But when I say they are doing what they are doing, I am creating this irritation, then I prepare myself that tomorrow when I'm going to meet them, I should not, I would not, no. I will be very calm and peaceful when I work with them tomorrow. And so the person remains the same, their behavior remains the same, I've changed. But if I say this one is irritating, this one is this, I will keep creating irritation every day. That won't change them, but that will accumulate a lot of toxins inside me. Emotions being created because of other people's behavior. Emotions being created because of just questioning other people's behavior. And I'm holding on to a lot of them. And when I hold on to a lot of wrong emotions here, what all gets affected by my holding on to emotions here which are not right? What will get affected? First, my happiness, right? Let's say this is my family and this is my workplace. And I say she is irritating, he is irritating, she is irritating, he's irritating. From 9 to 6, I'm here. And I created a lot of irritation because of all of them. And when I go home in the evening to my family, what's my emotion? And then my little child has to do nothing for me to get irritated. One small thing and I will snap. Why? Because throughout the day, 10 times I created irritation. So irritation became my sanskar, and I came home and my little child waiting for me the whole day comes and says one small thing to me and I snap. Then emotional toxin when I get irritated. Uske baad emotional toxin because I create guilt for it for the rest of the day. मैंने अपने बच्चे को गुस्सा कर दिया आज. Guilt. And all this happened because I did not take care while I was working with them. So toxins getting created because of other people's behavior, which means we absorb the infection, and then when we reach home and we create irritation, what happens to the child? What happens to the child? What will the child create? Hurt, feeling of rejection, and also learning the way to get irritated. So I catch the infection from here, and then I go home, and I give it to them. And very soon, there is an epidemic. So now what do I need to do? Work where I'm working, be with people, but not catch their emotional infection. And which means when I master this art, that what's happening here is nothing to do with what's happening here. That makes me emotionally independent, which means I can be peaceful stuck in a traffic jam. I can go and be nice to the person who looked at me and went through the other door. That's become emotionally independent. Where the situation is not deciding what you are going to think, you are choosing what you are going to think in that situation. So do we want to be emotional independent? Yes? Yes? Possible hai? Possible hai? Possible hai? All these answers you had given. Okay, when they walk out, we should have option 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wife had the option to forget her anniversary. वो option भी आपने दिया. I never thought of that option also. See, every mind is going to create different options based on their sanskars. That's how many options we have. So when we are creating these options, we are achieving emotional independence. My emotion is not dependent on your behavior. And actually the reality is our emotions are not dependent on people's behavior. We can create wrong emotions even for people who've behaved very nicely with us. किया कभी आपने किसी ने? किया है किसी ने? नहीं? You want examples? Just check. Somebody's been very nice to you. All their life they've been nice to you. But one day they didn't do things the way you wanted them to do it. And there was this whole list of emotions over here. Only one day. Only one day. You know when Kusumben was saying, oh, Sister Shivani is so simple, so simple. That's because that's her sanskar. She was not talking about me. She was reflecting her sanskar of being able to see me. Now, when I'm able to do things and accommodate and adjust, I've seen them, I'm telling you personal experience, sisters will say, you're so simple, you're so simple. Then one day I come and say, I'm not doing it this way, I'm doing it this way. They'll say, kitna ego hai ye behan ke andar? You listen to 20 things that they will ask you to do. You put your foot down on one thing, and in that one thing, you have shifted from humble to ego. So much earlier in life, I realized that we will have to evaluate ourselves on ourselves. Public opinion keeps fluctuating every day. If you are not their way, they will immediately put a new label on you. Why? Because they will see you only through the filter of their sanskar. So she's carrying beautiful sanskar, she can keep appreciating me. I don't have to get carried away with that appreciation. And I'm not going to be nicer to her just because she appreciates me more, because that's one big mistake we are doing. Being nice only to people who are being nice to us. Another soul could have a different sanskar. And they can find the same me are not a very easy person. And then if I say, she talks so nicely about me, so I'm nicer to her. This person doesn't like me, so why do I need to be so nice to her? So my emotions become dependent on their behavior. And when that happens, I will start losing my own innate value of being who I am. We all have beautiful qualities. But we choose when to use them and when not to use them. And we choose who to use them with and who not to use them with. And if the quality is not consistent with everyone every time, then we can't call it a quality. Then we can only call it a return of who they have been to us. How many of you have the beautiful quality of talking nicely, full of love and respect to people? How many have that quality? Are you? You already started checking? Am I always talking like that only? Then it's my quality. Yes. We have that quality. Each one of us has it. But one opposite behavior and we lose our quality. Quality. Quality of sugar, mithas, hamesha or sabko. Only then we can say, चीनी की quality क्या है? मिठास. क्योंकि सबको और हमेशा. Find only one quality in yourself. That's all that's needed. One quality, always and with everyone. Emotional independence. If you are able to be peaceful always and with everyone, emotionally independent. If you're able to be respectful always and with everyone, emotional independence. Which means my quality is not dependent on their behavior. And that soul can be happy always, because then they will always choose the option to be happy. Now, this is an emotional stamina which we need to build up. And when we start living a life of emotional independence, the first people to benefit will be our family and our children. We're all concerned and worried for our children today. Issues like divorce, substance abuse, addiction, and a whole lot of list. Everyone is getting addicted to something or the other, whether it's a substance, whether it's a gadget, whether addicted to people, or whether addicted to appreciation. That wife was addicted to appreciation. So the minute she got it, she started feeling nice. So all these addictions are because I'm emotionally depleted. So as our parent, our responsibility is to make our children emotionally independent. We take care of giving them the best schooling, best extracurricular activities, of course, best homes, best nourishment, emotional nourishment. Visualize the world 20 years from today. Visualize the world 20 years from today. And ask yourself, what's the one thing my child will need the most? It's going to be emotional independence. It's going to be that. But that is one thing which we can't give to another person without being it ourselves. A parent could have never gone to school and send their child to the best university on the planet. We can do that, right? We can do that. A mother may not eat herself, but gives her children the best meal. But you cannot give emotional health without being it yourself. I cannot be emotionally weak and make my children emotionally strong. Ho nahi sakta. Ho nahi sakta. So one person in the family has to do it for themselves, and then it automatically starts flowing to everybody else. What should we do to become emotionally healthy? Kya kare? Kya kare? What should we do to be emotionally healthy? Kya kare? Meditation. What else? Even to meditate. It's like even to walk for 45 minutes, first my body needs to be healthy. I can't walk otherwise. So many of us experiment with meditation and give up, saying, I cannot meditate. Hota hai aisa ki nahi hota? I cannot concentrate. Too many thoughts come to my mind. I can't even sit still for 5 minutes, which means I tried to walk, but I could not, so I've given up. Why was I not able to walk? Because I tried to walk without first eating good food. I first needed that energy to even start walking. So when I came to the Brahma Kumaris, the most beautiful thing that I liked here was there was a balance of two things. And the first was Gyan, knowledge, which is the food for the soul. And only after taking the food for the soul did I have to start meditation. Because if I had tried it the first day, I would have given up. Saying, ye wo kya hai, mere se nahi hota ye, and give up. So first, nourish the soul. Jaise, we've been here for the last 2 hours. Haste khelte, we've talked about so many things which actually are very deep in life. But even these 2 hours will set you thinking, right? Okay, yes, I can do this, I can do this, I can create a shift here. Now, this is a healthy diet that you have consumed for 2 hours. How long will this diet nourish you? How long is this diet going to nourish you? Which means the effect of one breakfast, one good, healthy breakfast, which had all the nutrients, for how long does it nourish the body? 4 hours. So if you think, by any chance, that from today, I have lot of options, and I will always create the right option. I will never get hurt. Itna easy hai yaar, not hurt. To bahut easy tha ye. I will never get hurt. I will never get angry. It's a very beautiful thought, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because when we walk out of this hall, we are going to walk into a vibration of the world which believes that these emotional toxins are the normal way to be. And when there is a collective, very heavy vibration of an opposite energy, that influences our mind, and you might get stuck in the traffic while you are just bringing your car out of this hotel. And that's when you will say, "ए छोड़ो, ये बहनों को क्या करना पड़ता है? इनके लिए बोलना बहुत easy है. Don't get angry, don't get hurt. They don't have to take care of family." And that's it. 5 negative thoughts and everything is washed out. Because the environment outside is emotionally polluted. It's emotionally polluted. So it affects me when I go out. So I need to nourish myself on a daily basis. The chief, the administrative head of the Brahma Kumaris, she's 103 years old. For the last, I think 83 or 84 years, she's been studying this knowledge every day. Today, when you come to the center for the first time, the class you will be studying, she will be studying the same one on that day. Even after the age of 103, even after having studied it for 83 years, she studies the same thing every day. So nutrition for the soul is the same as nutrition for the body. We have to give it to ourselves on a daily basis. Sometimes some of us give ourselves that nutrition for few days, few months. We find a lot of change in ourselves. Arey, mera gussa khatam ho gaya, ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya. Now I don't need to do anything. Within few days. Why? Pollution. Pollution. It doesn't sustain for very long. So at the Brahma Kumaris, we have a very beautiful system. All over the world, in over 140 countries, we have centers everywhere. Centers means a space where everyone comes together like this. Everyone comes together to study together, a school. Because when we do it together, then the energy, power of collective energy can make impossible things possible for us. Same thing, try and do alone at home, difficult. So at the Brahma Kumaris, we have these centers. And you have one right here. And you got that green folder there on your chair. It gives you a list of your centers. And we have a beautiful family. You know, all that mother-in-law, the wife, the husband, they're all students of the Brahma Kumaris Center. They're all staying in your city. They are working. They have children. They're taking care of them. And yet they're taking out time to do this beautiful seva. This entire event has been organized by them, not by any event management company. In a time where people say we don't have time for our children, here are these angels who take out time for strangers. They don't even know who's going to come that day of the event, but they only want to share with everyone what they have got. But from where do they find so much time? Only because they take out half an hour for themselves daily. आप जहाँ भी हैं खड़े हो जाओ. आप जहाँ भी हैं खड़े हो जाओ. Even if you don't come in the front, just stand where you are. They're one of you. They're working in one of these companies here where you are working. They don't have extended families to look after their children. They're doing exactly everything that you are doing. And they have all those responsibilities which all of us have. But one day they were for an event like this. And that day they decided that they will take out this half an hour for their emotional workout. And they started coming to the center to learn meditation. For some, it's been a journey of 6 months. For some, it's been 10 years that they have been doing it. For some, they've been here for 20 years. But now, Not only they're taking care of themselves and their family and their work, they have enough time, money, energy to take care of strangers. This is how much power meditation can give us. It's not easy to organize 4 events in 2 days with no external help, nothing. Every email you got, every confirmation email you got, every request you made, everything was answered. From where were they finding this time? Because they were light here. They were not carrying any emotional toxins, no baggage, no past, no hurt. So all their energies will just flow. And when we are clean here, we have a lot of time. So the disease of today is I'm very busy. And corporates call us to say, please do a session on time management. There is no such thing as time management. The topic has to be thought management. Because when thought management is done, we have lots and lots and lots of time. And if thoughts are not managed, then even people sitting at home doing nothing say, I'm very busy, I'm very busy, I'm very busy. मेरे को कुछ मत बोलो, मेरे को बहुत काम है. Because वो यहाँ काम बहुत ज़्यादा चल रहा है. So there is no such thing as time management. And never say to yourself, I'm very busy. Just the fact is that I'm very cluttered here. And when I'm cluttered here, then I become very cluttered here. Now I don't need to clean here, I need to clean here. And when I'm detoxified here, my life just flows. My children are no more an issue of worry for me because I'm so much assured that they are on the right path and will always be on the right path. Why? Because as a parent, I'm radiating the right emotional nutrient in them. There's nothing can go wrong. Faith. Life becomes very simple. When we take out that 30 minutes to emotionally charge ourselves. So Gyan, the nutrition, gives the soul the power to then start the meditation. So Gyan, knowledge, and meditation, exercise for the soul. When we start doing these 2 things on a daily basis, emotional independence becomes the first result we get. How many years do you think it must be taking to reach that stage of emotional independence? How many years? 103? No. No. How many years do you think does it take to reach that stage of emotional independence? How much time do you think it will take you? To accumulate toxins in the body can take years. To detoxify? Look at all the detoxification centers. And you ask them, how many days to detoxify my body? 5 days, 7 days, that's all. Clean. But once cleaned, then go back and continue with healthy diet. Otherwise, 5 days of detoxification, only 5 minutes are needed to have toxins all over again of the wrong diet. And that's why a daily center, a daily study, and most important, a daily company of such beautiful angels who are on the same path as us, gives us the collective vibrations to not just get detoxified, but then to live that as a natural way of being. So aren't we fortunate that we have a center in our own city? Yes? Aren't we fortunate that we have that high energy space in our own city? You can bring your children to the center. At this center, we regularly have programs for children where they learn simple ways of thinking and living in a very playful manner, where they learn meditation and they don't even realize that they were meditating because it becomes so simple for them. Children are able to learn it much faster, easier, because ego is still, like you ask a child to do yoga, they can twist and turn and bend very easily because they're still very flexible. We are little stiff because we haven't bent since many, many years. Same thing happens emotionally. So it's a beautiful thing if we allow our children to start learning meditation at a very, very young age. Gone is the belief system that meditation is needed at what age? The other day we had a young brother coming to our center. He asked for leave. And the president of his company said, "Where are you going?" He said, "Sir, meditation retreat." He's around 40. He said, "Isn't it too early?" He said, "Sir, already too late." It's a gone belief system. जब बीमारी बढ़ जाती है तो इलाज जल्दी करना पड़ता है. पहले बीमारियां नहीं थी तो ऑप्शन था कि मेडिटेशन करना है कि नहीं करना है. So on that green leaflet which was on your chair, you have the center addresses, you have the programs that are happening at the center, and most important, the special meditation course which has been arranged only for all the guests who have been here in this 2 days, 4 event. The dates of that meditation weekend: June 9th and 10th, followed by a 16th and 17th. So 2 weekends needed for completing the meditation course. Second option, June 23rd, 24th, followed by 30th June and 1st July. Just an hour. Just an hour. Block these dates. Block these dates to take your journey forward. Block these dates to nourish yourself so that you can build the emotional health of that one lighthouse in the family who will guide everybody else. टाइम है ना हमारे पास? बिजी तो नहीं हम? बिजी तो नहीं है? Remove all low energy words from your vocabulary. We started using the word busy when we were 25, 30. Children are using that word busy at the age of 3 and 4. Do you know what will happen when they use that word too much? Emotional toxin, leading to physical toxin. Always busy, 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 turbulent energy. छोटे छोटे बच्चे, I'm very stressed. And आजकल तो stressed भी नहीं. I'm feeling very depressed today. So vibration is going lower and lower. Never allow children to use this as vocabulary. They pick it up from somewhere. And sometimes they're using words even without knowing what that word actually means, but it's not healthy for them. So when we come to the meditation center, we will create that vibration which will go home with us to our children. And Didi will send you a notification of the next program she's going to arrange only for children. Would you like your children to come for a program? Yes? Yes? Only children or you and children? जब कोई चीज़ इकट्ठे परिवार करता है ना, तो पूरे परिवार की वाइब्रेशन ही चेंज हो जाती है. घर घर को स्वर्ग बनाना है. घर घर को स्वर्ग बनाना है. तो वो कैसे करेंगे? यहाँ स्वर्ग बनेगा तो पूरा घर स्वर्ग बन जाएगा. So block those dates. Come and experiment. Experiment, experience, and then continue. Come, let's sit back. Just a few minutes to cleanse what I have been holding on to for very long. Cleanse what I thought was right but was causing me pain. Cleanse not because what they did was right, but cleanse because I want to be right. Irrespective of what they did, irrespective of what's the situation in my life today, I have a choice. I have an option. option to create the right response. I am a pure, powerful being. Purity. Feel the word purity. What does this word mean for me? I am a pure being. What does it mean as my nature, purity? My every thought, feeling, word is untouched by people and situations. It's pure. Untouched by everything around me. Untouched by what people have done to me in the past. Purity is who I am. In every scene of life, I create a pure response. I create a response which vibrates at the highest frequency. I am a pure being. I pull everyone else around me into the energy of my purity. See people around you shifting in your vibration. They come to you in pain and they go back healed only by being in your presence, in your vibrations of purity. They feel clean after meeting you just by being in your vibration. I am pure, powerful being. I am God's angel, an angel to family, an angel at work, radiating love and happiness to all. I need nothing. I need nothing from them. I only give, and give. I release what I was holding on to. However right it may feel, I release what I was holding on to. They had a reason for what they did. But I release. I cannot cause myself any more pain. I am a pure being. I release. I let go. Next 15 minutes as we drive home. Sit back with yourself in the car and a quick scan on what all I have been holding on. Where all am I emotionally dependent? And with whom do I need to create the shift? The shift to create a thought of another option. The shift to behave from my own innate quality, independent of their behavior. 15 minutes to be with myself as I drive home. My 15 minutes will be my detox time. I clean myself before I reach home. As we go out, each one of us will get a blessing card, which is going to be different for us. It's a blessing of who we have the potential to be, and prasad, which has been cooked by the sisters in a state of meditation, high energy food. We will go out in silence. Angels flying in their own lightness. We will get up only when we are asked to do so. It will take only 5 minutes, but we will see the shift we create in the energy when we do it all in silence. Silence as if there is no one in the hall. Me in my inner space, driving home. Open the doors. Don't get up, please. 2 minutes. Please open all the doors. The group sitting that side, last 5 lines, use that door. The door on your left, that side, yeah, last 5 lines. Group sitting this side, last 5 lines, door at the back. Everyone doesn't get up, just 5 lines. Group this side, last 5 lines. In silence, last 5 lines at the back. Are we opening the last door? In silence, we take our prasad, we take our blessing card, and we drive home in silence. Column sitting this side. Piche. Next 5 lines on this side. Next 5 lines. Next 5 lines in the center. 5 lines at the back.